YURACTIOS NDPERCPTIOS NEDTOAIMATACCOMPIS ANGPRECTICL ENDS ATTHEXERCISEOFTHOUGHT ATANGCEFIDCEVOUNDDONUNDRSTANDING NUMOBTUSIVCOFIDNC HIDDENINPLAINSIGHT. In the heart of a bustling city, a single decision by Marcus Aurelius over 2,000 years ago still echoes with the profound impact of Stoic philosophy on our lives today. This ancient wisdom teaches us not just to endure life's storms, but to welcome them, knowing they refine us like wind sculpting stone. Stoicism isn't just about bearing hardships. It's about transforming them into strength. Today, we dive deep into how embracing Stoic principles can revolutionize your daily routine, turning what we often dismiss as mundane struggles into powerful lessons in resilience and focus. Join me as we explore how these timeless strategies can help you lead a more purposeful and impactful life. If you find this exploration into Stoicism compelling, be sure to subscribe and watch the entire video. This content is crafted with your unique perspective in mind, recognizing that you stand out from the crowd. Often, we instinctively label ourselves as lazy. This label, believe it or not, isn't just harmless self-talk. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted deeply in the mastery of self through logic and reason, teaches us a different path. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius believe that we are not bound by our initial impressions or emotional reactions. Instead, they championed the idea of pausing and challenging our immediate perceptions, urging us to look beyond them to our potential for rational and virtuous action. Here's the twist. When you call yourself lazy, you're stepping into a narrative crafted from past experiences and societal labels. But what Stoicism suggests is quite revolutionary. Our true nature isn't inherently flawed by laziness. Rather, laziness is often a mistaken interpretation of our unexamined life habits or unchecked emotions. For instance, if you find it hard to get up and run every morning, is it really laziness? Or is it perhaps a lack of motivation fueled by deeper, unaddressed fears or a misalignment of your goals with your true interests? By embracing a Stoic approach, you start to see these labels as external, not internal, to your character. This shift is crucial because it moves you from a place of self-judgment to one of self-awareness. It encourages you to ask, "Why do I feel this way?" rather than resign yourself to, "This is just how I am." This inquiry is not about finding excuses, but about uncovering real obstacles that you can then approach logically and systematically. So the next time you find yourself slipping into the "I'm just lazy" narrative, take a moment to channel your inner Stoic. Reflect on what Marcus Aurelius would do. He would likely suggest that you examine the assumption critically, explore its origins, and assess its validity. He would remind you that your actions define you, not your fleeting thoughts or feelings. As you practice this, you'll find that what you once labeled as laziness might actually be a complex web of challenges that are not only understandable, but addressable. Addressing them doesn't just dispel the myth of your laziness. It transforms your understanding of yourself and your capabilities, setting you on a path to genuine self-improvement and rational action. Unpacking why we fall into patterns of laziness can be enlightening, and Stoicism gives us a powerful lens to explore these underlying issues. The Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus taught that our external behaviors stem from internal beliefs and judgments. So, when we exhibit laziness, it's crucial to peel back the layers and examine the mental and emotional underpinnings that drive this behavior. Laziness isn't just about a lack of movement. It's often a symptom of deeper issues such as fear, insecurity, or even a misalignment between our goals and our true selves. For instance, consider someone who procrastinates on starting a new project. On the surface, it might seem like laziness, but diving deeper, It could be fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even a lack of passion for the task at hand. The Stoics would argue that each of these stems from erroneous beliefs that can be examined and corrected through reason and reflection. In Stoic thought, understanding the root causes of our actions involves the discipline of assent, recognizing and assenting only to judgments that are true and dismissing those that are false. This practice is vital because it helps us stop reacting to life on autopilot and start responding with intention and wisdom. By questioning our immediate reactions and the beliefs that underlie them, we can begin to see which of our motivations are driven by unfounded fears or misplaced desires. Moreover, the Stoics emphasize the importance of aligning our actions with our values, a concept known as living in accordance with nature. In this context, nature refers not just to the natural world, but to our true nature as rational and social beings. When we understand the root causes of our laziness, we can better align our actions with our true nature. For example, if a disconnect between our profession and our passion is making us lethargic, recognizing this can spur us to seek work that is more fulfilling or to find meaning in our current role. By applying Stoic principles, we transform our understanding of laziness from a personal flaw to a navigable challenge. This approach not only provides clarity but also empowers us to make concrete changes. It encourages us not to feel ashamed of our laziness but to dissect it, understand it, and ultimately overcome it through thoughtful action and self-reflection. This is not about punishing ourselves but about freeing ourselves to live more fully, engaged with the world in a way that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, believed that understanding our role in the universe and aligning our actions with this understanding is crucial for living a fulfilling life. This principle is not just about finding what we love, but also about recognizing our responsibilities and duties to ourselves and others. In the context of combating laziness, rediscovering direction means asking ourselves some tough questions. What are we meant to do? Are our current paths truly reflective of our deepest values and skills? Laziness often creeps in when there's a misalignment between our daily activities and our larger life goals. If we're not engaged or if our work feels meaningless, inertia takes over. The Stoic remedy involves a thoughtful examination of our life's purpose. This isn't about grandiose revelations overnight. It's about small, consistent reflections on what makes us feel most alive and in tune with our inner daemon, a concept from Stoicism that refers to one's true spirit or divine character. It's about evaluating our lives in a way that goes beyond superficial desires or societal expectations, digging deep into what genuinely contributes to our personal and communal well-being. Imagine the power of waking up each day with a clear sense of purpose. How it would dissolve the so-called laziness by aligning your actions with your true nature. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's in our control. While we can't always control the outcomes, we can control our intentions and efforts. Redirecting our life's direction might mean changing careers, starting a new hobby, or simply shifting our attitude towards the tasks we already have. Moreover, rediscovering our direction involves embracing the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves thinking ahead about potential obstacles and mentally preparing for them. By doing this, we're less likely to be thrown off course by unexpected challenges and more likely to stay engaged and motivated, even when the road gets tough. What direction do you want your life to take? How can aligning your daily actions with this direction change your perception of laziness? These are not just philosophical musings but practical questions that, when answered, can propel you from passivity to passion, from idle to inspired. By redefining our goals and aligning them with our true nature, we transform our lives and embrace the Stoic pursuit of a meaningful existence. We harness the Stoic power to not just dream about a better life, but to actively create it. According to Stoicism, the true value of our work isn't determined by external rewards or recognition, but by how well it aligns with our virtues and principles. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about doing work that is good and just, emphasizing the importance of seeing value in actions that contribute to the common good and uphold one's personal integrity. In practical terms, valuing your work means looking beyond the surface tasks and finding the deeper significance in what you do every day. For example, if you're a teacher, the value of your work isn't just in delivering lessons, but in shaping young minds and inspiring the next generation. If you work in a corporate setting, it's not just about hitting targets, but also about fostering teamwork, contributing positively to the workplace culture, and developing your professional skills. The Stoic practice of reflecting on one's work is also crucial. This can be done through journaling, a method embraced by many Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, whose writings in *Meditations* serve as a profound example of personal reflection. Through journaling, you can explore the reasons behind your tasks, the impact of your work, and how it contributes to your personal and professional growth. Writing down the why behind your actions reinforces the value of your work and embeds it more deeply into your sense of purpose. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us about the concept of duty and approaching our work with diligence and care, irrespective of how mundane or repetitive it might seem. This is because every task holds the potential to serve as a form of self-expression and a reflection of our character. When we begin to perceive our daily responsibilities through this lens, laziness becomes less about avoiding work and more about refusing to compromise our virtues through our actions. Finally, valuing our work entails identifying and addressing the obstacles that lead us to view our tasks as insignificant or tiresome. Stoicism provides us with the mindset to question these barriers. Are they genuine obstacles, or are they challenges meant to be overcome? By reassessing the hurdles in our path, we can transform our work into opportunities to demonstrate resilience, adaptability, and virtue. To genuinely value our work is to recognize its significance not only within the scope of our daily lives, but also within the broader context of our moral and ethical framework. It involves viewing each task as a chance to embody Stoic principles, to act with purpose, adhere to our values, and find significance in the seemingly ordinary. This shift in perspective serves as a potent antidote to feelings of laziness, as it imbues each action with a deeper sense of purpose worth pursuing. This concept centers on a practical exchange, striking a balance between periods of rest and productivity, not to indulge in laziness, but to strategically utilize it as a motivator for accomplishing tasks. Stoicism, renowned for its emphasis on discipline and self-control, provides a sturdy framework for understanding and implementing this exchange in a manner that enhances both our productivity and overall well-being. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius frequently underscored the significance of structure and routine in daily life, advocating for a disciplined approach to tasks that fosters mental clarity and personal satisfaction. They promoted a lifestyle that harmonizes action with reflection, a philosophy that resonates deeply with the concept of the lazy work exchange. In this framework, moments of downtime transcend mere rest. They serve as opportunities for introspection, learning, and mental preparation for upcoming challenges. By seamlessly integrating periods of laziness or relaxation with work, we embody the Stoic principle of temperance, moderation in all endeavors. The goal is to avoid extremes, steering clear of relentless toil while also sidestepping complete idleness, thus maintaining a harmonious equilibrium that keeps us both engaged and tranquil. This approach not only enhances productivity, but also aligns with Stoic mindfulness practices, where each action is executed with mindful awareness and deliberate intentionality. Furthermore, the concept of the lazy work exchange prompts us to perceive relaxation as a deserved reward, rather than wasted time. This shift in perspective can profoundly influence our emotional and psychological response to work. When relaxation is earned, it becomes an integral part of the productivity cycle rather than an interruption. This principle echoes the Stoic doctrine of cause and effect, where each action, work, leads to a predictable outcome, rest, and each rest period serves as a catalyst for future productivity. In implementing the lazy work exchange, it's crucial to establish clear, attainable goals for each work period, a practice rooted in Stoicism. By doing so, you create a series of small victories, each contributing to a sense of achievement and motivation. For instance, after completing a focused 2-hour work session, a brief half-hour break to indulge in a leisure activity not only rejuvenates the mind but also reinforces the value of the work accomplished. This approach is particularly effective in combating procrastination, a manifestation of laziness often driven by fear or overwhelm. By breaking down tasks into manageable segments and coupling them with rewarding breaks, the workload appears less daunting, and the mind is primed to engage rather than withdraw. Viewed through a Stoic lens, the lazy work exchange aims to cultivate a lifestyle that respects both our need for productivity and our need for rest. It underscores the recognition that our energy and focus are finite resources that require prudent management. With Stoicism as the guiding philosophy, we can transform what may initially seem like laziness into a purposeful, strategic approach that enhances our efficiency and enriches our overall well-being. On the path to overcoming laziness, evaluating transformation goes beyond simply acknowledging changes. It entails comprehending and valuing the progress achieved. Stoicism offers a profound perspective on this journey, underscoring the significance of self-awareness and unbiased self-assessment. Stoic philosophers, notably Epictetus, emphasize the importance of monitoring our internal evolution and character development as much as, if not more than, our external accomplishments. For Stoics, genuine transformation occurs within. It hinges on how effectively we align our actions with our values and virtues. This inner alignment fosters genuine behavioral shifts, such as conquering laziness. Therefore, when gauging our transformation, we don't merely tally completed tasks or achieved goals. Rather, we delve into how these accomplishments reflect our growth in virtues like discipline, perseverance, and resilience. Implementing this Stoic approach entails regular self-reflection, facilitated through practices such as journaling or meditation. Reflective exercises enable us to grasp not only what we've done, but also how we've evolved in the process. For instance, perhaps you've successfully maintained an early rising habit for a week. This shift not only signals a change in routine but also signifies enhanced self-restraint and dedication to personal objectives, qualities aligned with Stoic ideals of discipline and moderation. Furthermore, this reflection must encompass acknowledging and comprehending setbacks. Stoicism teaches us that setbacks are not mere obstacles, but rather opportunities for learning and further growth. When faced with a day where laziness triumphs over our intention to act, instead of deeming it a failure, we can dissect what triggered this lapse and strategize on how to better handle similar situations in the future. This Stoic mindset transforms each instance of laziness into a lesson on enhancing our self-discipline and mental resilience. Additionally, Stoicism advocates for commemorating small victories along the journey. These celebrations need not be grandiose but serve as affirmations that reinforce positive behaviors and shifts in mindset. For example, acknowledging a week of completed to-do lists can underscore the value of organization and time management. In practical terms, applying Stoic principles involves measuring transformation in a Stoic sense. This could entail establishing specific criteria for defining success in overcoming laziness. These criteria should encompass not only quantitative metrics like task completion, but also qualitative factors such as heightened satisfaction or reduced stress levels. Keeping tabs on these changes aids in cementing the Stoic practice of consistent self-improvement and maintaining an impartial view of one's progress. Contrary to common misconceptions portraying Stoicism as a philosophy of emotional suppression, it actually fosters a tradition of promoting self-compassion and understanding. Stoic thinkers, including luminaries like Marcus Aurelius, contend that self-criticism does not invariably yield superior outcomes. Rather, embracing understanding and kindness can pave a more sustainable path to personal growth. This Stoic approach to self-kindness does not entail indulging every impulse or excusing laziness, but centers on acknowledging our innate human nature and limitations. When we stumble in our attempts to overcome laziness, such as succumbing to procrastination or distraction, it's tempting to spiral into self-criticism, which can be demoralizing. However, the Stoics offer a different approach, observing ourselves without harsh judgment and gently guiding ourselves back on track. For instance, if you didn't meet your productivity goals for the day, instead of chastising yourself, take a Stoic moment to reflect on what happened. Was it a lack of planning, external distractions, or insufficient rest time? By addressing these questions kindly and clearly, you can make practical adjustments that are both constructive and encouraging. Furthermore, practicing self-kindness involves recognizing and appreciating the effort exerted, not solely the outcomes achieved. This acknowledgement fosters a positive self-image and cultivates the resilience necessary to persevere through challenges. By integrating Stoic principles into our daily routines, we can infuse every action with our virtues and reframe our perceptions of laziness as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Furthermore, in Stoicism, self-kindness extends to how we prepare for future challenges. It's about equipping ourselves with the right tools and mindset to face whatever comes our way. This could entail setting more realistic goals, breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces, or scheduling time for adequate rest and recovery. Each of these actions demonstrates kindness by respecting our capacities and needs. Practically, integrating Stoic self-kindness might involve establishing a nightly routine where you review the day's achievements and challenges, not to critique but to understand and plan. It could also entail starting each morning with a reminder of your inherent worth and potential, independent of productivity. By fostering a kinder, more understanding relationship with ourselves, we enhance our ability to confront and overcome laziness. Stoic kindness isn't a soft option. It's a strategic tool that cultivates inner strength and flexibility, essential for leading a more active, purposeful life. As we conclude this exploration of Stoicism and conquering laziness, remember that each step taken is a stone laid on the path to a more mindful and intentional life. Thank you for joining us here at Stoic Journal. If you're eager to delve deeper into ancient philosophy's wisdom, don't hesitate to check out one of the suggested videos on your screen. Let's continue transforming not only our actions but also our entire outlook on life.